Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of the Good Brain Podcast. I see Capital in honor. In today's video, we will just be reviewing the forecasts that we have put out on our social media platforms thus far, right? The very first video that I did share with you guys, is my GBPJPY bullish range expansion idea, right? I did tell you guys that I would be placing my entry at the open, right? If I can just get my annotation too, right? Which is around there, right? Because I did say, right? Obviously I do have a bit of experience, right? And I do know that in certain conditions, right? We do tend to just break above there and rally upwards, right? And you may not get an appropriate entry, right? Because let me rephrase that. I just realized that that didn't make sense, right? I did say to you guys that I will be entering upon the open because in certain instances, right, especially if we have already had our consolidation, let me just change the color there, especially if we have already traded sideways, right? This means that we were accumulating, right? So what I anticipated, right, is that maybe the breakout of the range would have been aggressive, and that's why I took an early entry, right, so that I do not miss the move. Obviously, there are a lot of macro reasons as to why I am long on the GBPJPY. Now, the New York session is about to open in a few minutes, and I just wanted to share a potential secondary entry that I will be taking with you guys. Right, I did say that for my conservative traders, right, you do, why is it not selecting my tool? Oh, I have to close this. Yeah, I did say that for my conservative traders, right, you can look for a close above here, right, and then on our micro time frames, look for a retest of some sort before further expansion to the upside, right? So what we can look for, right, is a secondary position to the upside. Now, why am I doubling down on my position? One, my initial entry is risk-free, right? And we've had something really, really important, right? We have had a run on sell-side liquidity, right? And we have run stops below our Asian low. Oops. Okay. Let's go to our smaller time frames. Okay. So now, guys, here I am really just trying to figure out where an appropriate stop will be before we have our actual stop. Right, we will have our actual stop once price breaks and closes above this level here, right? But so far, if we look at structure, right, we formed a low, a higher low, a higher low, and an equal low, right? So this area of price, right, is an area of price to look out for, right? I did say that you do not want to be premature with your entry, right? So what I do suggest is wait for the New York Open, wait and see if we expand higher, wait and see if we react, right, to key structural levels like 166,780 on our lower time frames, wait for a pullback of some sort before riding the momentum to the upside. Okay, so that is how we are looking on our GBPJPY. Right, and then if this plays out, 6, 5, so we're looking at 10%, right, for this GJ position. Right, so what we want to do, right, is wait for a close above this order block, right? Don't worry too much about this price action here, right? I believe that the only relevance this price action has, right, is that after we have a break and close above this order block, right, I do believe that we will react here, right? Maybe on our lower time frames, 5, 15, or even 1, right? And we will get the pullback that we do require to confirm our bulls before going high. Okay. And then another thing that I did share with you guys was Dow Jones, right? Obviously, Dow Jones is something that is heavily influenced by fundamentals, right? So when we are bullish on the Dow Jones, right, it is because of a veracity of information that has probably been released over the course of the past week, right? We do know that we had the highest initial jobless claims since January 2022, which is a good indication that the policy that the Fed has put in place to try and tame inflation, right, is actually coming into effect, right? Why would we be bullish on equities? This may be signaling to investors that the hiking period is coming to an end really soon, right? So temporarily, we are bullish on the Dow Jones. Right. So what we would be looking for is probably the open at around 4. Right. So sorry, what we are looking for is further bullishness, right? At the open, potential breaker, right, on our 1 hour time frame before continuing in bullishness to the upside. This is 1:5. Okay. So risking 1%, gaining 5%. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into yet another episode. We do appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, ask anything you want to ask. We will respond. And please, guys, go like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere where you can find us. Thank you so much. Until next time.